What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So a super full day today. I'm about to head to the gym, hit chest, back, and shoulders. Honestly, it sounds like and it looks like I always hit chest, back, and shoulders, but that's just because most of the times I record my day on Sunday, and that's what I do on Sundays. So who knows, maybe one day I'll switch up the split a little bit so that you can see something different on a YouTube video. But yeah, feeling good. As I said, super full day. I have to go to the gym, do cardio, have to go to the store, I have to clean. That's like the biggest thing to do today. As you saw in the previous video, I recently moved into this apartment, and so there's still a lot of mess, right? Honestly, majority is just clothes. And so the goal for today is going to be to put everything away. If you know me, putting away clean clothes is like the hardest thing for me to do. So imagine that times like 3, because I have all of my clothes to put away that I moved here with. Honestly, I may use this as an opportunity to purge some items too, just so I don't have to put away as much. Like I'll give it away if I don't think I need it. But I have to do my morning weigh-in for the last day of week 31 out of 40 from the wedding cut series. So wedding is very quickly approaching. Then it's time to go to the gym. All right, looks like we're sitting at 205.4. I'm honestly not super surprised or concerned about it. I had a really late dinner last night, and so usually whenever that happens, a lot of that water weight will be retained. But my overall average weight for the week is about 205.1, and that's still super far ahead of schedule. I do think I can crack 200 by the time the wedding comes around, but again, it's not about a goal weight, it's about a goal physique, because you can drop all these pounds. Like I originally was only going to lose 20 pounds, half a pound each week. Here I am with about 23 pounds lost, and I still want to keep going because I feel like I can get leaner. And so again, it's not about your goal weight, it's about your goal physique. And keeping that in mind will have you not so obsessed over the scale, and you can kind of just use the scale as a reference to see if you're trending in the right direction over time. So yeah, let's get ready to head to the gym. Now it's time for me to actually find what I'm about to wear to the gym, which normally wouldn't be an issue, except for, as I stated earlier, I have not put away any of my clothes since I have moved here. So I'm about to put the camera down and I'm going to show you what I'm working with. But before I do it, I just want to know, is this a judgment-free zone? Okay, I'm going to assume you said yes. All right, not too much now. All right, okay, all right. All right, well, yeah, it doesn't look great, right? A lot of stuff going on over here, which is the goal of today, is to get all this resolved. So, I have in mind what I want. I do see the pieces. So here is, I'm gonna wear my Rascal Apparel joggers, my black stringer. It may be with my clean clothes because I wore it last week and I washed clothes. So it's like more stuff. But this is gonna be the hoodie that I wear, my Argentina hoodie, pump cover. Also because it is still super cold. And yeah, I am like 99% sure that the stringer is in my laundry basket. So I'm about to dig through that too. Oh yes, perfect. All right, yes. So here it is. One of my go-to stringers for chest, back, and shoulder day by Boohoo Man. Absolutely love it. And here is the outfit all put together. I'm wearing my white high top Vans. And yeah, I mean, if you see any of my content, I love doing something kind of crazy in the pants and then maybe something super neutral on the top. And of course, the muscle group that's being trained has to be visible because I want to see the pump, see everything that's going on there. So yeah, I've been talking about heading to the gym for so long. It's time to actually do it. Let's go. If your last rep of your sets don't look like that, don't be surprised if your progress in the gym is slower than you expect. Now, you'll notice I don't have the bench super upright. That's because I want a little bit more anterior deltoid, or the front portion of the shoulder, a little bit more of that activation than I would get than if the chair was at a 90-degree angle. Also, having the bench at a super high incline versus having it 90 degrees allows me to press in a motion that feels most natural for my arms versus being locked in. Let me show you. Locked in here at 90, and now I'm pressing from this angle, which already in my shoulder isn't feeling good even with no weight. That's why I highly recommend dropping the bench down a notch or two, depending on the type of bench that you have, so you can press in a position that's the safest for your shoulders. Somebody who spends a bunch of time in the gym, there are very few times that I actually experience any type of gym anxiety, but I'd say right now is kind of one of those times. And let me explain why. This is my first time recording here at this gym since moving, and the biggest thing is, like, I don't want to be in anybody's way. I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable because they see my camera. The workers said that, it's all good to record on the gym floor, but at the same time, I don't really know, like, the overall culture and vibe of this gym and how people receive seeing the camera on the gym floor. All that being said, I'm just trying to stay out the way, get the video in, and get out. Made a lot of really good progress since the start of this cut. Yeah, feeling really good about where I am. I'm gonna hit abs right now because the amount of effort required to make the abs visible, I'm not a huge fan of. So I do a few sets of that because the abs are a muscle that can grow just like every other muscle group. But yeah, feeling good. All right, so that is all for chest, back, shoulders, and abs day, I guess. On a day when I have to hit the muscle group, abs, and cardio, when I go to the gym, only two are getting done. Point blank period. So today I chose the muscle group and the abs. I'm going to do cardio back at my apartment because I can do cardio at the same level of intensity over there as I can do here at the gym, but I cannot train with weight at the same level of intensity over there as I can in the gym. So today I chose muscle group and abs. Cardio will be done later. Now, I do need to go to Costco, but I'm sure, as you can imagine, I am starving. And so going to any store right now with this level of hunger is a recipe for disaster. I will spend way too much money on food because I am just hungry right now. So what I'm going to do is head back to the apartment, shower, eat, relax, maybe a little bit, maybe not, because you saw everything that I need to do. So there probably won't be much relaxing going on. And then I will head to Costco and we'll see where the rest of the afternoon takes us. cup of egg whites, 2 eggs, some veggie sausage patties, 2 packets of oatmeal, and this Fairlife protein shake. I didn't run the macros. I don't know how many calories it is, but I'll calculate all that. Here are the macros. And honestly, during this whole wedding cut, I have not been tracking my calories. But what I have been doing are 3 simple things that you can also do if you don't want to track your calories. 1, I have been very intentional about increasing my protein intake. 2, I only eat until I am satisfied, not until I am stuffed. Because we all know we get to a point where it's like, I've had enough food, I can stop. But food be too good, food be too seasoned.
Be too good, be too seasoned. You know what I'm saying? It be too seasoned. Really, not for real, you live and do be too seasoned, like.
And sometimes you just want to eat more, and that happens a lot. So if you just eat until you are satisfied, then that saves you all those extra calories that you would be adding on to your daily caloric intake. And in addition to eating until I'm satisfied, I have gotten comfortable with being hungry. Like if I'm feeling peckish at night, I'm not about to make a whole meal because I'm a little hungry towards the evening. Or I'll try to limit my snacking in between meals because yes, I'm hungry in between the meals, but I will be satisfied once my meal comes. Now, while I have been seeing progress doing these 3 things, there is no doubt that my progress would be quicker, and possibly at this point, I would be further along in my cut than I am right now if I tracked my calories. So the importance about tracking your calories and your macros is that it allows you to optimize and add things, take away things as necessary, and it allows for you to see how your body reacts to different quantities of food. So all that to say, is it possible to lose fat without tracking your calories? Yes. The question is, how quickly and efficiently do you want to do it? And if you want to do it in the quickest and most efficient way, tracking your calories is not an option. So something to keep in mind. So I just ate and I'm feeling good, but I still need to go to Costco. But before I do that, I'm going to clean up a little bit in the kitchen and still need to take that shower. And then I'm going to head out. I think after Costco, I may head to Patricia's and then spend the afternoon with her. She's meal prepping for the week for both of us, so I'm very, very happy and very grateful for that. So yeah, I'll swing by, hang out for a few hours, come back. I still need to do cardio and everything else that I showed you earlier this morning, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Okay, so the kitchen is actually kind of starting to look like somebody lives here, counter space. Got some stuff in the cupboards, this one too. So yeah, now I'm about to shower, head to Costco, head to Patricia's, and I'm going to eat there because I'm getting hungry again. We're probably gonna do some wedding planning while I'm there, and then I'll come back home. Made it to Costco. Patricia sent me here for eggs and water. Mission accomplished. So now I'm going to do one more lap around to see if there's anything else we might need. I know there are a couple things that I want, and if I see the orange cream poppy that I know she likes, I'll grab that too. Yes, here it is. Pretty much every time we have come to Costco, we grabbed this orange cream poppy. And me personally, I'm not a huge fan of having juice in the house because when I start drinking juice, I don't really stop. So I just don't buy it at all. But this is a decent middle ground because it isn't as addicting to me as some of the other juices that I like more, and Patricia likes it too. And I guess in comparison to other sodas, it is quote unquote healthier, definitely fewer calories, so yeah, it's an alright alternative. And then this spinach ravioli, yeah, grabbing 2. What Patricia does to that spinach ravioli is something special. I think she blisters some tomatoes, adds veggie meat and pesto sauce, and it honestly tastes better than I ever thought it would, and I already liked it a whole lot. So yeah, it's great. But I need to get out of here as soon as possible because they started dimming the lights and I'm sure they already closed the entrance door. And when I walked in, I caught a whiff of that Costco pizza, and I am too hungry to stay in here any longer than I have to because I will end up buying some. Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. The stuff's in on the cart. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I figured. I left everything out.
Oh wow, that's so great. Don't let me stop you from whatever you have going on with your hair right now.
It's a good deep condition. Don't catch me.
Look at this. Wow, wow. This shepherd's pie is underneath here. Tofu, lasagna, this kale salad that will be all Patricia's. I'll try it, but as I said, kale salad always looks dry no matter how much dressing is on it. All right, so Patricia gave me some of the lasagna. Here it is. I know it's about to taste good. She's skeptical, but I'm ready to eat.
And
Super excited.
Broccoli and kale.
Broccoli and kale. That's crazy. There should only be one, and it should be broccoli. Amen. You're looking at me eat this food like the contestants on like Master Chef or something. It's me. I like it. I like it. It doesn't look like you believe me.
I
tastes
mean, so much better.
better doesn't make this bad.
I mean, this not being better isn't great. You see what I mean? But you get the point.
Sure. This is tasty. This is very good. Now for this kale.
Mm-hmm.
This yard work.
Listen, I burned my finger on them chickpeas.
Can you describe the dressing? Describe the dressing.
Okay. The dressing has notes.
Notes. Okay, hints. Mm-hmm.
Of honey. There's a little bit of olive oil, some Dijon mustard, red wine vinegar, a little balsamic vinegar, some garlic powder, a pinch of salt, and some water.
Okay.
Should have some sweet, some little acidic,
So undertones.
Yeah, a little acidic touches to it.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dijon, you know, I don't know how you describe Dijon, but if you take a smell, you'll get the essence, and your nose might open up a little bit. It's gonna be like
I'm getting very much of a vinaigrette type of strength to it, you know.
You're not a fan at all.
I'm not a fan of the green itself. If this were to be on romaine lettuce, I would have a great time. But the dressing tastes very good. But then once I finish the dressing, I am tasting the kale.
What about the red onions and the chickpeas?
Yes, the red onions. Yes, so I didn't have a chickpea with it.
And you know,
I like the chickpeas. I like the red onion. I like the dressing. I don't like kale. Thank you very much.
Of course you're welcome. Just waiting on your rating. I want it to be great. I want it to be 10 out of 10. Lower than what I want to add to your vlog. Go ahead. What's the number? I just need you to taste the last thing I made. That's all.
I'm ready to taste and the new meal. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Patricia and I, we were talking about some food inspiration from TikTok.
It starts way before then.
Patricia said it starts way before then. So a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, she expressed to me a desire to really like have Michelin star looking plates, you know, high quality, aesthetic plating, quality taste, everything just super, super high.
All the time.
All the time. Which, that's great. So then, a couple of weeks ago, we were looking at this food inspiration from this other creator on TikTok, and I made the mistake.
No, you made the honest reaction.
I made the mistake of looking at her plates and going like, dang, she cooks for real.
It's fine. I'll get there one day. I'm going to get the plates and the low exposure and everything one day. Not right now. I'm a little too busy in life. That's fine. So someone needs to buy my plates off my wedding registry from Pottery Barn. Thank you.
You heard her. Link is in the description.
Black and white. I was very purposeful.
black and white plates. Pottery Barn. Don't forget it. The Master Chef, everybody.
You get 1 second of me scratching in this video, and that's my cameo.
Thank you very much for the food, Patricia. Wow. Look at all of this.
I don't make rice, so if he wants rice, he's gonna have to make it himself.
I can make the rice.
Yeah, but that's why some of them are missing. I'm not putting rice.
That's a-okay. So for those of you who don't know, the pinks are hers and the greens are mine. Thank you very much, Patricia. Alright, so I am back at my apartment, and that last clip that you saw was obviously from Sunday, but full transparency, I am now recording from my apartment on Friday night. It got super late, so I just ended up falling asleep, and this week has been so hectic that I have not put away the clothes like I intended to all week long. So today is that day, or tonight is that night. It is getting done. I'm not going to sleep until it's done. So let's get into that. And after about 3 weeks, my clothes are finally put away. I'm gonna close out this video. It's the wee hours of the morning and I'm tired. So thank you so much for sticking around until the end of another video. I know this one was a bit longer, but you know, I'm just trying to find out my style and feel out how I want my long form content to look. So thanks for sticking around during that process. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on a single video. I'll see you in the next one.